That combination of effort and grace is what is going to make us come out with flying colors, emerge out as toppers. So that is the purpose of this whole exercise, to seek God's grace to perform well in our exams. So that's the point that we are in right now, where we have done the effort and we have now come to Him and we tell Him, "Dear God, I've done my bit, I've worked, and now I throw up my hands and I tell you, please be with me throughout my times of tests and trials, and help me get through them, and get through them in flying colors, emerge as toppers." And what does God do? What does God do? Once we do that, it becomes His responsibility. The ball is in His court now. It is His responsibility to ensure that we all emerge in flying colors. There was this a friend in a similar situation like us. He had a dream one night where he felt that he was walking on this long beach, very close to the shore, and that God was walking right next to him. So God was walking right next to him, holding his hands, and he could not see God, but what he could make out was two sets of footprints. He could make out that one set of footprints were his, and the one that was near were that of God's. So it's like two sets of footprints, and they're walking on this long shore. Even as they're walking, flashes of scenes that are happening in his life appear on one side. So this friend is looking at those scenes. And as he carefully notices, he finds that when it's Friday evening, it's always 4 steps. On Saturday, it's 4 steps. On Sunday, it's 4 steps. But come Monday morning, it's just 2. He's kind of puzzled, and he says, okay, let's go. Then exam time. Exam time, once again, it's just 2 footsteps. Vacation, it's 4 steps. So he starts realizing that there's a pattern here. Whenever he is posed with some kind of unpleasant situation, say a Monday morning, or say an exam, or something that he needs to meet, some challenge that he has to face, it's always just 1 set of footsteps. But at happy times, it's always 2 sets of footsteps. Now he's extremely upset. He thinks, God, what is this? This is what people do. This is what human beings do. They are with you at good times, but when it comes to times of tests and tribulations, it's just you all the way, you have to do it alone. But you're doing the same thing too. Good times, you seem to be there with me. I can see your footsteps next to mine. But come bad time, it's just me. It's just my footsteps. I'm really upset with you. Why are you doing this? That's when God replies. He smiles at him and he says, poor boy, little boy, you don't realize those footsteps that you're seeing at times of test are not yours but mine. You think it's yours, but it's not yours, but it's mine. Because at those times, in those testing times, I'm carrying you on my shoulders. Because you're holding my hand, I'm carrying you on my shoulders. So that is exactly what we are trying to do. Hold God's hands. Because we have done everything that we can possibly do. We have studied real hard. We have worked. We have tried to be very sincere. We've gone through the ups and downs, made all the sacrifices, and now here we are, the final lap, and we tell God, I'm going to pray to you, be with me throughout, hold my hand, carry me through this, and make sure that I emerge successful. So that is exactly what we're trying to do here. And so what better way to seek His grace than to chant His name? That is the easiest and the simplest path. This is not some path that was invented or coined, or some mantra that was coined by us. This Mahamantra, this Hare Rama Mahamantra, which we are all going to chant after a while, is something that has been passed down to us from time immemorial by the great sages, by the great Maharshis, who sacrificed themselves for the good of the world, and out of their infinite compassions, they have given us all these mantras. These mantras are nothing but eternal sounds which are ever reverberating in the cosmos. And by chanting them, all we're merely trying to do is to tap that cosmic source of energy, to make that link, to make that connection with that cosmic power, which is going to make us realize that we are that all-powerful Brahman. So that is what we are trying to do by chanting the divine names. As Bhagavan Yogi Ram Sarat Kumar would say, what better prayer there can be than chanting the divine names of Lord? Chant the divine names, and the divine name will do the prayer for you, he would say. So that is what we are trying to do here. What is important though is faith. You need to believe and you need to chant. Because where there is faith, there is no fate. So believe and chant. There is an interesting incident in the life of the great yogi, Paramahamsa Yogananda. Mukunda, he was known when he was young. He was in university and he had this great affinity towards his guru, Swami Yukteswar. He spent most of his time with Swami Yukteswar. He never attended classes and he was not so much interested in the regular curriculum. But then exam time did come. Contrary to what he thought, his guru told him that he had to take the exams. You have to do it, you don't have an option, you have to do it. Mukunda was extremely upset. He didn't know what to do because he was really not prepared for this. He thought Guru would let him go. He went and he cried. Yukteswar told him, don't worry, you still have time. Work as much as you can. Believe in God. Place your trust on me. You would definitely get through these exams with flying colors. Do not worry about that. Because once you have surrendered to God, it's His responsibility. He takes care of you. And he said smilingly, if you do not clear the exams, the sun and moon will change places. You will definitely clear the exams. Don't worry about it. Just go. So he went, he studied as much as he could, held on to the words of his guru, believed in God, and took his exams. And results came and he did get through too, just as his guru had said. Then he went back to Yukteswar, fell at his feet and told him, Guru Maharaj, what you said was true. By your blessings and by the little preparation that I did get through. Yukteswar smilingly told him, no Mukunda, God thought it was much easier to make you get through these exams than to change the positions of the sun and the moon. So that's what Yukteswar told him. So that is the situation that we are in too. You come here and we're going to chant His name with all that faith, and we're going to tell Him that we have prepared. So now it's up to you. And He is definitely going to be with us and make sure that we will all get exactly what we want. We would all come out with flying colors. So let me end this by telling you these inspiring words of the great Roman poet Virgil, who said, they can because they think they can't. So that's what we all need to do. Believe totally, because the greatest enemy is self-doubt. Do not doubt, because we've done all the work and God's grace is going to be with us. And we will definitely emerge with flying colors. On behalf of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Nam Bhiksha Kendra, I would like to wish every one of you here all the very best for your board exams. And we will definitely pray that the Maha Mantra and the grace of the Guru be with you at all times and take you through this examination period. And have no doubt, we will all come out successfully. Thank you. Thank you.